Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to be doing a review on a new product that I'm really excited about, but before we get into that, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below and you'll be able to see all the content that I make. But let's get into what we are here for today. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Silicone Infuse Super Sponge. I saw this reviewed by Tati Westbrook, I think her last name is, but she reviewed this a while ago, and at the time you could only do pre-orders, and I was on their website today and you still can only do pre-orders. Back then I got this for $15. Now it's going for $19 because its full price is, I think it's $30. So I would pre-order it now before it goes up to 30 bucks. But anyways, so this is the Silicone Infuse Super Sponge, and the reason I wanted to try out this product was because it's supposed to make your foundation last for, not last longer, but it's supposed to make your foundation, you use less foundation on your face. Because when you use a normal sponge, it just absorbs all the foundation, right? So this is infused with silicone, so it's not supposed to absorb any of the foundation, and it's supposed to make you be able to use less foundation to cover your face. Now, it has some claims on the back. It says 1, it's non-absorbent, 2 to 4 times more foundation coverage, 2, it expands when it's wet, which that's good because you would think like, oh, it's infused in silicone, the water is not going to get in it, so it won't be like squishy, but supposedly it is. It's supposed to have a longer lifespan. It's supposed to last 2 to 4 times longer than other sponges, which that's good. My sponges typically last for long, so anyways, it's supposed to be marshmallow soft. It's antibacterial because silicone is supposed to kind of like be an antibacterial thing. And then it scrubs clean. So what I do like about this, which I think is kind of, I paid 15 bucks. Would I pay $30, which is the retail price? I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of money for a sponge when you can buy like a pack of like 5 sponges at Target for like 10 bucks. But what I did like is that it came with this little thing right here, because then that could help you like when you clean your things. So, okay, enough of me talking. Let's get into this. Let's see if the sponge is worth the $15 that I spent, and if you should go out there and buy it before it goes up to 30 bucks. So, all right, so this is the packaging right here. It's super cute. But yeah, it took forever. I ordered it in February, I think, and it didn't come, February, like Marchish, and it didn't come until like a couple weeks ago. So, okay, so you just open up the package, and this does feel very interesting. It feels, most sponges, like they feel like a sponge. This feels kind of like, not, I wouldn't want to say rubbery, but it definitely, you can tell that there's silicone infused. And then let me just take this thing out. This is just like your normal little cleaning thing, and yeah, that's exciting. So what they did do different with this sponge is that this top part is infused with silicone and this bottom part is not. So hold on, let me just read something on the website. Okay, so if you go on the website of the Super Sponge, so if you go to supersponge.com, they have a whole site that has like instructions on how to use this sponge. So I'm going to do everything exactly how the website tells me, and then give you the results and tell you if I like the sponge, if I don't. But yeah, I'm interested. So, okay, let's go to the website. Am I still filming? Okay. So on the website here, step number 1 says wet and then squeeze. So I'm going to go and wet this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I wet it, and as you can see, it definitely expanded. When you wet it, you have to also wet this side, the uncoated silicone side, because then that's what lets the water get in. Because if you only wet this side, honestly, I feel like it wasn't expanding. So, okay, let me go back to the instructions and read. Okay, so it says wet, squeeze, which I already squeezed. And then I'm going to take my Becca foundation, which I use all the time. It's the only foundation I have. And the first step says, with the silicone side, glide your foundation into place. So, let's see how this goes. I'm going to get my mirror here. And I think it's interesting that the first step is to glide it, because usually when you think sponges, you think like, you know? So as you can see, I have this massive pimple on my cheek, but whatever, you guys can see it all. So we're gonna get, I put a lot of foundation, I'm not gonna lie, I put a lot of foundation on this thing. So it definitely feels different, and I'm gliding it just like it says to on the instructions, which this just feels so weird, like. But let's see if, because I put a lot of foundation, so let's see if this amount of foundation will cover most of my face. So it says that you glide it and then you're going to start to bounce it like you would with a normal sponge. Okay. Kind of hard to get into that crevice, but so far, guys, I don't know if you can see. Okay. So far, not bad. I will say, even though I put a lot of foundation, I don't think it'll be enough to cover my whole face. So it says you're supposed to glide it, then bounce it, and then bounce it with the normal sponge edge, the normal sponge end, in order to, like, you know, make it look like your real skin and not just like foundations like sitting on top of your face. So what I'm going to do one side with this sponge and then the other side with, then I'll do the other side with a normal sponge so that we can compare and see if we see anything different about this. I like how it looks. Like, it looks like my skin is more my skin and not necessarily like sitting on top. But let's try it out with the other sponge and give like comparison and contrast. Okay, I'm back. So this is my normal Real Technique sponge. As you can see, it's used. I use it. This is how I use it. So I just kind of want to use it like that. I probably should have washed it, but we're good. So I'm going to put the same amount of foundation. Hold on. I hope my Becca foundation is not running out. Okay, so I put like the same amount of foundation on this as I did on the other one. And we're going to do this side of my face and see if we get like a similar result, if we have to use more foundation, and yeah. So with this one, you don't glide it like I was with the other one because it doesn't have silicone, so it'd be kind of weird to glide it. Like, that would just feel weird. So this is how I always apply my foundation. I always use this right here, a sponge. Whoa, that's so weird. I don't know if you guys can see, but you guys probably won't be able to see on the camera, but this side is looking very porous-y. I didn't put any primer on either side of my face. I just put it on. I didn't put it on any, I mean. So it's interesting because this side, I don't think you guys could see this. This side looks a lot smoother. It looks like it's part of my skin. This side looks very, you can see my pores, you can see texture. So that's kind of meh. So far, if we're going to judge both of these sponges, I definitely like the application of this sponge a lot more. I've never used an official beauty blender because I think they're way too expensive to be buying them for 20 bucks. But I just really wanted to try out this one. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm really impressed. Like, my skin just looks a lot more like, I just feel like you're not gonna see this on camera, but I feel like this side of my skin just looks a lot more like my skin. Of course it looks like there's foundation because Becca foundation is like really thick, but this side of my face, before I put this stuff on it, it just looked super porous and super textured. Interesting. I'm like so intrigued right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish like my face, putting on like concealer. Maybe we should try out concealer too instead of just foundation. So I'm gonna go in with the concealer right here. Same old Tarte. Nothing has changed. let's do this side with this one. So if we follow the instructions, we glide, and then we start to bounce. It's interesting. I just feel so weird gliding it, and it feels kind of weird how it feels kind of, I don't want to say plasticky, but it feels kind of plasticky on one side, but I kind of like it. That's that concealer. Sorry guys if I keep getting out of focus. It is hard filming yourself, let me tell you. Okay, let's try this side with the other sponge. And okay, I'm gonna be honest, maybe it's because the sponge wasn't like super clean. That could be it too. I don't know. I want to be like unbiased, but I just like, look, this sponge just like leaves texture, I feel like. Let me try to blend this in. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It looks like kind of the same, but kind of not. Like I can definitely tell a difference. This side just looks so much less textured, and this side looks like meh. All right, so here are my final thoughts on this sponge. I actually really could see a difference with the application between this sponge and this sponge. I do want to remind you that I didn't wear any primer, so texture was bound to show, but the fact that I didn't see any texture with this sponge shows that the application's very good. My only complaint about it would be the price point a little bit. I purchased this sponge when it was $15, and if I look at the website right now, I think that they say that retail, right now it's still like in the pre-order stage. So now it's at $19.95. Remember, I bought it for $15. Now it's $19.95, and supposedly the full price is going to be $30. Would I spend $30 on a sponge? Probably not, because I could buy an eyeshadow palette with that, but I'm glad that I got this for 15 bucks. I got to try it out. So from a scale from 0 to 10, like, do you need this product? I would give it like a 6, you know, just because of the price point. And yeah, I feel like this is a good sponge. Try it out. Leave it down in the comments below if you do. Don't forget to like this video. And if you want to, please subscribe to be able to see more videos from me. Now, I will see you guys next time, and thanks for watching again. Bye.